Hello Year 1. In this lesson we're going to use all the painting skills that we've learnt so far to create this sun and sea picture. So we're going to practice using our brush strokes that we've learnt about, and we're going to use our primary colours that we've learnt about, and we're going to mix the secondary colours. So this is how we're going to go about doing it. So I'll put my picture over here and I'll take myself a black pen. And the first thing I need to do is draw the sea section. So I'm going to draw a line, a wavy line, just below half the page like this. And then I'm going to draw two more lines to separate this section. Two more wavy lines, 1, 2. So I've got 3 lines all together for the sea. And now it's time for me to draw the sun. So here comes the sun, nice big oval sun, and then I'm going to split the sky into 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put 4 lines in and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, okay? So that's what all the things that I need to do with my pen. And now it's time to start painting. So I need to start by painting the sun. Now my sun is going to be yellow. Yellow on its own with no other colour. So we know that yellow is one of the primary colours. So we're going to start with that primary colour, yellow. So stroke my brush in the water, load up my brush, stroke it on the side, and then I'm going to go around the edges so I don't go over the line. So go around the edges with the tip to ensure that you don't go over the lines. And then once you've done that, you can paint the inside more easily. Make sure you have plenty of paint on your brush so that the sun is nice and bright. And remember to move in one direction with your paintbrush. Okay, I've done my sun, and now I'm going to use another sun colour, which is a primary colour. That is red. So I need to clean my brush. Need to wash it on the bottom of the pot, stroke it on the side, wipe with the tissue, and I'm going to do my red colour in this section. Load up my brush, stroke it on the side, and I'm going to use the tip of the brush to go around the edges. Tip of the brush and go around all of the edges. Careful not to go over the sides. And remember, I want to do nice long brush strokes. Keep loading up your brush with paint if the colour gets a bit, if you haven't got enough paint on your brush. Okay, so I've used 2 of the primary colours, red and yellow, to start my sun. Now, the next job is to create some secondary colours. Now I know that yellow that's in the sky. I know that yellow and red, if I mix them together, I will make what colour? I will make the secondary colour orange. So all of these different sections are going to be a different orange colour. So first of all, I'm going to start with a little bit of red and put it onto my mixing palette. Then I'm going to clean my brush, stroke it on the side, wipe with the tissue, check there's no colour, and add a little scoop of yellow. And let's see what happens to my colour. So now I have an orangey colour, which I'm going to paint in this section. And you can see that the colour is slowly changing from red to an orangey colour. It's still quite red, this one, but we're beginning to change it. And we dip some more in. It's beginning to look less red. So now I'm going to dip my brush in the water again, stroke it on the side, clean my brush, and this time I'm going to add some more yellow to make it even lighter. And now try it on your test paper. So let me get my test. I forgot to give myself a piece of test paper, so I must do that now. You always need test paper to try out your colours. So here I go. Test out my new colour, and I'm going to paint that in this section using the tip of my brush to try not to go over the edges. Okay, and you can see my colours, these are all what we call warm colours, but we've made the secondary colour orange by mixing the two primary colours, red and yellow. Okay, let's add a little bit more yellow to the red and see what happens if we can make a lighter colour. So we're still making orange, but the more yellow we add, the more different it becomes. So let's have a look at this. And let's paint that orange in this section here. Okay, it's getting lighter and lighter. And the final one, you can either add more yellow, or you might, if you have white, you could add just a tiny bit of white and see what happens to the colour then. And it should get lighter and lighter. If you don't have white, then just use some more yellow. Let's see what colour we've made now. A creamier peach colour. So let me do the edges first. And fill in the middle of that section with nice long brush strokes. There we go. Okay, so I've done my sun section using primary colours and using secondary colours. Now we're going to think about the sea. And we're going to start off by using our final primary colour, which is blue. So I stroke my brush on the bottom, wipe it on the side, clean with the tissue, check there's no colour, turn my plate round, and I'm going to paint that first section blue using the tip of my brush to go around the edges first. In nice long brush strokes, right to the edges. Load up your brush again, do the edges. All the way along, and then you can paint right across in nice big strokes. Now let's think year one. We've done blue. What secondary colours can we make using blue? So blue is our primary colour. What secondary colours can we make? We can make green and purple. So first of all, I'm going to turn my palette round so I've got space. Clean on the bottom, stroke, wipe, check. I'm going to put blue into my palette, and then I'm going to clean my brush, and I want to make a green colour first. I mix the blue and the yellow together, make sure all the colour gets mixed, and then I'm going to test it on my test paper and paint in this section using the tip again to go around the edges. And then down the bottom. Remember to use up all of that space, keeping the colour nice and bright. Keep adding paint to your brush. So, these colours that we've used at the top, these are called the warm colours, and these bluey colours are called the cool colours, because blue reminds us of the sea, which might be cool, and red and yellow reminds us of fire, which is hot. So let's do our last section, and this I'm going to use blue again to create a cool colour, but this time instead of adding yellow, I'm going to add my other primary colour, red, to make a, what colour will that make? To make, you tell me, what secondary colour do we make? We make purple. Let me try it on my test paper, and here we go. With the tip of the brush to go around the edges. And then fill in the rest of the space. And year one, you have now created a painting using brush strokes that we've learnt about, using the primary colours that we've learnt about, and mixing the secondary colours, which we've also learnt about. And you'll make a fabulous piece of work like this. Good luck, year one.